Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Boys. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We making noise. Hold on. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We making noise. Hold on. We them boys. Looking for revenge. To do what you couldn't do. Tell Obama that my verses are just like the whips at the end. They bulletproof. -20, we in Pitfield at K's Kitchen in a Canada Goose. Famous as fuck, but I'm still in the cut when they round up the troops. I'm just a sicko, a real sicko when you get to know me, nigga. I let the diss record drop, you was staying right below me, nigga. We must have played it 100 times, you was going to bed. Why would I put on a vest? I expect you to aim for the head. I could've killed you the first time. You don't have to try and say it louder, nigga. Trust me, heard you the first time. It's nothing personal, I would've done it to anyone. And I blame where I came from. And I blame all my day ones. You know Chubbs like Draymond. You better hope not say none. Them boys, they're a handful. Then I hit them with the high line. Chris Breezy with the dance moves. Mo G with the dance moves. Ad Boy with the dance moves. Jimi Hendrix with the solo. Those are strings that you can't pull. Yeah, and I can really dish it out. Come and get it from the source. But fuck with all the word of mouth. Go to state running practice at my house, nigga. What am I about? You gon' really feel it now. I'm out here looking for revenge.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull-Up Show. I'm your host, Mr. BJ Matthews, a.k.a. B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull-Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. All of our YouTube videos. Hit that like button. Y'all come in here, hit the share, subscribe. Hit that Cash App, $, BJ Matthews, $, BJ Matthews for all this great content that we drop to you on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis as well. If you guys do not have Cash App, you guys go to our Venmo. Venmo is going to be at BJ/MATHEWS/1. That is our Venmo. And super stickers and super comments are available as well. All you got to do is just hit that cash $ right there in the chat box where it has dash cash $ symbol, and you guys can hit that button. You guys can send a super chat in the chat box as the live is going on. But let's get it popping. All right, y'all. So this will be another pre-recorded video. I know that you guys are hearing a lot of pre-recorded, but just off the fact that I have so much to do during the days and stuff like that, it's kind of hard for me to sit down and do a live. So it's a good chance me and Rick will be doing a live either on Monday or Tuesday, and you guys can definitely enjoy us, being side by side again. Of course, the summertime is pretty hot, so y'all hope that y'all are staying hydrated and things of that nature. But I am making sure to get the work done for y'all, man, to get the news out there, all the pre-recorded videos. So we have another NBA free agency video today. We have a star, all-star caliber player who just got moved from the East Coast to the West Coast, or the Midwest, from the West Coast, and that guy is DeMar DeRozan. All right, DeMar DeRozan has secured a 3-year, $75 million deal with the Sacramento Kings. All right, so yesterday we just had a video concerning the Sixers, where I talked about the Sixers being the team that's won the offseason so far with their acclimate of moves and the moves they've made. If you have not already, go check that out. But today we're talking about the Bulls. The Bulls were able to secure DeMar DeRozan, or the Kings were able to secure DeMar DeRozan on a 3-year, $75 million deal, which has now put him in a somewhat of a, I want to say a big three, but where you have three very high caliber, borderline all-star players in De'Aaron Fox, DeMar DeRozan, and Domantas Sabonis. All right, so as y'all come near, smash that like button. So let's read what this report has had. Six-time All-Star DeMar DeRozan is finalizing a 3-year, $76 million deal with the Sacramento Kings in a sign and trade, according to league sources. The Kings are sending Harrison Barnes to the Sacramento Kings, while Chris Duarte and 2 second-round picks are going to the Chicago Bulls. Per league sources, DeRozan, 34 years old, becomes the most accomplished free agent commitment for the Kings in Sacramento after spending the last 3 seasons with the Bulls. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and just play a little short clip, a minute video of DeMar DeRozan being welcomed in to the Sacramento Kings organization. Yesterday, the Kings faced one of their first summer league game against, I guess, Team China. So I want y'all to kind of see the ovation that DeMar DeRozan got. You know what I'm saying? So here we go.
Out into the Sacramento Kings stadium where they've got Summer League going, and here's the crowd's reaction.
All right, so that was DeMar DeRozan being welcomed into the Sacramento Kings organization at the game yesterday. So if y'all come and make sure y'all smash that like button. All right, so the roster we're going to look at with the Sacramento Kings consists of this right now. De'Aaron Fox, Chris Duarte, Kevin Huerter, Keegan Murray. Of course, Harrison Barnes got moved. Kobe Jones, Jalen McDaniels, Domantas Sabonis, Trey Lyles, Keon Ellis. You got Malik Monk, who's, I don't know why he's not on the roster, but he's definitely, you know what I'm saying, just signed I think what did he sign, like a 4-year deal, if I'm not mistaken, Malik Monk, right? And then you got two guys on two-way contracts, Isaiah Jones and Isaiah Crawford. So they have, I think, one more spot they need to fill, right? One or two more spots they need to fill to be having a complete roster going into the next season. But DeMar DeRozan has been added on to the new look Sacramento Kings. That is official. All right. So right now, if you look at the Sacramento Kings, they obviously, yes, last year they struggled. Of course, with those injuries they had, they did struggle last year. And I think what they were the 8th seed last year, they were the 9th seed. I'm sorry, the 9th seed last year. They lost to the Pelicans in the play-in tournament, or in the play-in tournament, right? So the Kings didn't even make it to the playoffs. But now that they added this DeMar DeRozan guy, there's a good chance that, you know what I'm saying, they definitely, might be better next year. But I want to kind of talk to you a little bit about, what I feel about this acquisition. So as y'all see right here, you guys see the look of DeMar DeRozan in the front, and then you got De'Aaron Fox, Domantas Sabonis, Malik Monk, and Keegan Murray. All right, so that is their, starting five. And so as I look at the Kings, this obviously going to be their starting five. Well, I don't know if this will be their starting five just yet, because they're still trying to work out certain kinks in their roster, but this is what they, have published, this is going to be their starting five. So we'll just roll with this. So as I look at the Kings right now, and I look at their statistics, as far as what we noticed with the core of Domantas Sabonis, De'Aaron Fox, for the most part, they've been pretty much known as an offensive team, right? I think just a couple seasons ago, when they're the 3rd seed in the playoffs, I think they had the best offensive team in the league. I think as far as, the rating and as far as the statistics and stuff like that, Sacramento was the best offensive team in the league, right? They can transit. They can, run in transition. They can, get up a lot of threes. They can use the pick and roll. Of course, De'Aaron Fox is the fastest person in the league with the basketball. Domantas Sabonis is a very skilled center. So offensively, they were very, very good. And this past year, I think they're pretty much, they dropped a little bit in offensive category, but they still were somewhere, in the top 12 to 15. And 3-pointers made, they were, top 4. 3-pointers attempts, they were top 4. 3-point percentage, they're in the top 10. So their offense is set as something by itself. But the only thing that I have a question about is their defense. And that's pretty much what they've been the whole time is their defense. Can they get stops when they need to get stops? Are they able to, you know what I'm saying, basically, you know, have guys like De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis and Malik Monk and those guys, all guys, you know, in committee play, you know, great defense? Because that's the thing that to me that it's kind of holding the Kings back is they haven't really found that defensive identity, you know what I'm saying, all through around now. In the play-in, I think I saw for the first time that the Kings were able to, you know what I'm saying, slow down one player and have a scheme set in place for them to beat the Warriors. And that was against Steph Curry. And they actually pretty much made sure he didn't get the ball in his hands. Now, this guy, Mike Brown, this goes back to coaching again. I want to bring up with coaching why it's so important. Mike Brown is a defensive coach, right? He's a defensive coach with offensive talent. Now, defense is really just all it is just effort and want to. There's really no skill for defense. There's really no, you know what I'm saying? You could do drills like I'm like, you know, sliding drills and stuff like that and for cover and all that stuff. You could do stuff like that all day, but really defense is about want to. Do you want to play defense? Do you want to, you know what I'm saying, get a stop? Do you want to, you know what I'm saying, basically play a level of intensity? That is what defense is about. Now, Mike Brown's the type of coach I've seen him in practices as well. He's the type of coach that's willing to get on his players if they do not give out full effort. You see Mike Brown, he's how he speaks is pretty well chalant and, you know, very, very proper and stuff. But when he gets mad, when he gets in that mode where he expects something out of his team, then you could expect him, you know, have his, you know, head on fire. And that's who, you know, he is. He holds his players accountable. But he's gonna ride for his team. And again, those are the coaches that usually typically they play hard for, right? You know, that's where the players play hard for a coach that actually cares as much as they do. So I look at this team and I see, you know, youth, I see talent, I see, you know what I'm saying, I see youth and I see talent for the most part, and I see, you know what I'm saying, offensive skill. Now, the adding of DeMar DeRozan last year, DeMar DeRozan played for the Bulls. He's a 6-time All-Star. We know DeMar DeRozan, what he has done in the NBA, especially, you know what I'm saying, with Toronto, where he, you know, led him to the conference finals. You know what I'm saying, goes to the Spurs, took him to the playoffs one year, goes to the Bulls, you know, there for about, was he there for 3 seasons? I think he's with the Bulls. And, you know, he's basically been, you know, who he is. He's a very, very, very prime, solid scorer. Give you, you know, 25 points per game pretty much throughout the regular season. Now in the playoffs, I've noticed DeMar DeRozan his production dips in the playoffs is not as effective, where you'll go from like 25, 26 points in the season to like, you know what I'm saying, 19, 18 points in the playoffs, where he's not effective at all. So now that you've added DeMar DeRozan to this team, that's pretty much what you done added. You added another offensive threat in the half court. Now, how do I feel like he'll fit with this particular team? I mean, it's like I said earlier. I said the Kings are a team that gets up and down. They don't really, you know what I'm saying, they pretty much get up and down the court. They're not a team that likes to settle in the offense in the half court, you know, unless it's with, you know, De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis, who is a very, very good, you know what I'm saying, pick and pop guy, pick and roll guy. That's the type they like to get up and down the court. Kevin Huerter likes to shoot threes. De'Aaron Fox loves to, you know, race up in court. Keegan Murray likes to get up threes. Malik Monk likes to get up threes. So their offense is pretty much transition. DeMar DeRozan is more so a half-court type of player. So him being at 34 years old, he's not trying to run up and down the court anymore. He's not trying to, you know what I'm saying, fly. He's never really been that player to begin with. I mean, yeah, I used to catch a lot of alley-oops and stuff like that, even when he was at, you know, in Toronto. But, you know, he wants to settle in a half-court offense. So I'm just curious, and I'm you know what I'm saying, kind of in my head is like the Kings are gonna have to change how they played in the last 2-3 seasons for DeMar DeRozan, because I'm telling you, DeMar DeRozan don't want to have to fly up and down that court. He's not going to want to try to, you know what I'm saying, race up and try to keep up with De'Aaron Fox and, you know, Domantas Sabonis and things of that nature. And also something else too, there's not going to be a lot of, you know, ball stoppage. I mean, DeMar DeRozan is a ball stopper, meaning when he gets the ball, he likes to hold it and he likes to, you know what I'm saying, analyze the court. While the Kings, their offense is basically, they like to, you know, move the ball. They like to move cutters. They like to, you know what I'm saying, you know, use screens and things like that. That's what the Kings like. DeMar DeRozan hasn't played in that type of offense. So I'm just curious to understand and know, will this be an adjustment for DeMar that he can handle? Not having to be able to stop the ball and more so playing, you know what I'm saying, off the ball. Because again, DeMar's not really an off-ball player, meaning that when he doesn't have the ball, I mean, he's limited. He's not a guy that's going to come, you know, catch and shoot, you know, threes and, you know what I'm saying, you know, catch and shoot, you know what I'm saying, pull up. Like, he likes to tap the ball in his hands and get a rhythm. Right. Now, the only problem is that De'Aaron Fox has the ball in his hands. So if you take the ball out of De'Aaron Fox's hands, are you going to, you know, make him a catch and shoot guy? So I don't know about that backcourt. See, a guy like Kevin Huerter fit better with De'Aaron Fox because he doesn't need the ball to be effective. He can catch and shoot threes. Malik Monk can catch and shoot threes. DeMar DeRozan doesn't like to catch and shoot threes. That's not his game. Right? So while everybody's talking about the Kings are going to be this, they're going to be that, and they have all this, you know what I'm saying, they just picked up a, you know, a score that can give you 25 points. It's going to be an adjustment, you know, with DeMar DeRozan in this offense. I particularly think that the move is very I don't think it puts over the Kings over the hill at all. I just think it's another addition they put that they're going to have to try to, you know, figure out, because now, even though you don't have, even though DeMar's an offensive player, he's not stopping nobody on the defensive end. So that's more offense, less defense. That's why I look at when I see this lineup, right? I don't see a lot of defense. De'Aaron Fox can actually, quiet as kept, he does get deflections. He does get into the passing lanes, and he will get up in you on defense. You know, he'll use his speed, and he has pretty, you know what I'm saying, good, you know, wingspan. That's what De'Aaron Fox has. So he's a guy that actually is a pretty, I would say, a pretty good defender, right? I think, you know, it's more so about if he commits to, you know, being a two-way point guard, because he has all the athleticism, he has all the speed to be that. Will he be that? I mean, that's up to Mike Brown to, you know what I'm saying, put that in him. But there's been many games I've seen De'Aaron Fox actually, you know, commit to the defensive end. Keegan Murray, two-way guy, two-way forward. You know what I'm saying, very young. You know, I think the Kings have put a lot of their trust in him to be the future, right? Even in the play-in last year, I think he actually showed himself out against the Warriors. So this could be Keegan Murray's year where he actually, I think this is what it's going to be, his third season. This could be his year where he actually, you know what I'm saying, really, really blossoms and, you know, really takes the jump, you know, for all of us. Domantas Sabonis, again, he's an offensive type of guy, man. He's not a defensive center. Like, he's more of a guy, like, he plays physical. Don't get it twisted. He's a physical player. Very skilled as well. But he's not somebody that you look at and be like, well, that guy, you know, is a very, very, you know, he's not a guy who's going to be able to guard the pick and roll on opposing teams very well. He's not a guy that, you know what I'm saying, guards on the perimeter. He does rebound the shit out the ball, though. I will give him that. He does rebound the shit out the ball. But as I look at this team, like, they're going to have to be able to, you know what I'm saying, commit to the defensive end. Malik Monk, we know now is not a defensive guy. DeMar DeRozan is not a defensive guy. So now that you put DeMar DeRozan in this offense that he hasn't been a part of, you know, pretty much in his career, and he has to try to work it out with De'Aaron Fox on how they're going to be able to coexist with one another. So I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna work. It's easy to look at the headline and say that, DeMar DeRozan going to be this, he's gonna be that, he's gonna, he's a 6-time All-Star and all this stuff, man. It's easy to say that, like, what I'm saying, when you talk about him, the player, but again, I think people are realizing right now it's a lot about fit. It's a lot about, what I'm saying, how do you fit with the player? I mean, with the team, and whose toes are you going to be stepping on when you come onto the team? Because see, when they see that word 6-time All-Star, y'all saw what the this Reddit said. It says DeRozan 34 becomes the most accomplished free agent commitment for the Kings in Sacramento after spending the last 3 seasons with the Bulls. So basically, DeMar DeRozan's coming in, who has done more than anybody on this team, even more than De'Aaron Fox. Now I know De'Aaron Fox is still, what is De'Aaron Fox? I think he's 26 right now, maybe going on 27. He's 26 right now, but he's even done more than him. He's the more accomplished player on this team, so they're automatically going to be looking at him as their leader. He's the oldest. He's been the most accomplished, right? So they're going to be looking at him as being their leader. So he's going to automatically just step on somebody's toes just by his presence. So it's going to be up to DeMar. It's like, how is he going to be able to make this team feel like, okay, well, I'm willing to do whatever for this to work. That's what his job is going to be coming into this team. That's going to be his job. But will he be able to accomplish that? I mean, it's hard to change your game from 34 and now from like a ISO, ball stoppage, dribble type of player to, what I'm saying, a type of catch and shoot player that's going to be able to, basically, catch shots, catch and shoot shots by, De'Aaron Fox or this, that, and the other. So I'm pulling up some highlights from last year with DeMar DeRozan. As y'all can see, DeMar DeRozan likes to have the ball in his hands. He likes to dribble the ball and get a feel. That's the type of player he is. So like I was mentioning earlier, is DeMar DeRozan going to be able to make the adjustment to now being, a little more of a catch and shoot player, or is the Kings going to make an adjustment to change their entire offense to basically center around DeMar? Because again, when y'all look at the Kings, their offense ain't really been centric on just one player. Even De'Aaron Fox, it's been by committee, right? De'Aaron Fox, of course, is their best player. He's their clutch player. He's the guy that, is big in the clutch. I think he got Mr. Clutch just 2 seasons ago. But now that you're adding on such a high dynamic offensive player who's been proven, throughout pretty much a decade in DeMar DeRozan, they're going to have no choice but to accept that and have to, acknowledge that. So, because my thing is you can't allow DeMar DeRozan to fully change who he is, because if he does, then you're not going to get the best version of him. Because it's kind of like what I see is kind of like something where, they're going to have to, kowtow to him. But as y'all seeing right now, there's not one time he's just done a catch and shoot where he just caught the ball and shot it. Everything is just a rhythm type of thing. He needs the ball. He needs to dribble the basketball to be effective. Now, are there going to be highlights that he does catch and shoot? Yes, but very rare. His whole thing is he needs the rock to get going. There's one catch and shoot right there from Kobe White. But as y'all can see, he's not a catch and shoot type of player. He's a rhythm player. So, with that being said, the Kings' offense is a lot of ball movement. It's a lot of dribble. And it's a lot of, it's a lot of dribble. I mean, it's a lot of, screening, and there's a lot of cutting. That you have not seen that one time with DeMar DeRozan, the screen and cut. You've seen probably 3 catch and shoots. There's 4. But majority of his, like 70% of his scoring is coming, 75% of his scoring is coming off simply dribbling the mid-range, pulling up. And so you guys got to understand, DeMar DeRozan is like probably, he's kind of from my area. He's a few years older than me. You know what I'm saying? I used to watch DeMar DeRozan a lot. He went to USC, and basically this is how he's always been for the most part. Mid-range, athletic, you know what I'm saying, can score. But very, very, you know what I'm saying, that's the type of game he has. He's never been a catch and shoot type of player. And if you're going to be asking him to do that for the entire game, that's not going to work. So the Kings got some stuff to figure out. How they're going to use DeMar. What is DeMar willing to sacrifice? And also, is he going to commit to the defensive end? Can Mike Brown be the coach to get him to commit to the defensive end? I don't know. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Do y'all think that this is going to be a good move? Do y'all think this is going to work? Or do y'all feel like this is just a publicity exposure type of thing where they're trying to make this thing bigger than what it is? But we'll be back until next time. Pull up a seat. Oh, yeah. I want to also, before I, let y'all go, with this move with DeMar DeRozan, it's throwing a lot of light on LeBron James and the Lakers that they're not this team that, everybody wants to go to anymore. And it's very interesting that throughout this entire offseason, LeBron has had Chris Paul. He's had Klay Thompson. He's had Paul George. He's had DeMar DeRozan, right? Now the last person is Zach LaVine, who ain't signed either. This is very, very alarming to see with the Lakers that they're actually, not able to land any key free agents. Like DeMar is from he's from LA. He's literally from the heart of LA. He's from Compton. So you would think after, the Clippers, he didn't get with the Clippers or the Lakers a few years back, that he would have finally made a decision to go to back home to LA, right? The Spurs, he went from the Spurs to the Bulls, where he could have tried to go from the Spurs to the Lakers. Now he's a free agent, and LeBron has expressed interest in DeMar, and he ends up not going. And me personally, like I said, and it's just me, I think DeMar could have fit better with that Laker team than he could with this Kings team, because again, the Lakers got, like I said, they're not a high power offense anyway. So their offense would have been more so DeMar could have more freedom over there. He wouldn't have to change his game. Here with the Kings, he has to change the entire game. So that was very interesting with me. And that I don't know if DeMar is, I don't know if the Lakers really have it with them to, pick up any key free agents. So I'm going to be talking about that as well, about LeBron James pretty much getting, passed by player by player. All right. So we'll be back next time we say pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up. Peace. Out of here like swimwear.
I'm feeling good. Feeling all right tonight. I'm feeling good now. Yeah. It's all good in the neighborhood, homie. Yeah. Feeling right. I feel good. I feel alright. Cruising through my neighborhood on a warm summer night. I feel good. That's right. I feel good now. Summer night. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. I just kicked it at home. I polished up the chrome, called the Ruka on the phone, let her know I'm home alone. It's 7:30 and the sun's going down. It's a summer night and the fun's going down. I pick her up and she looks all dolled up, sitting passenger in my rag and Paula. Yeah, I let her know that she looks beautiful to me. The world's an ugly place, but she is such a sight to see. The kind of woman
woman that would put up a fight for me. The kind that wants to spend the summer nights with me. The temp was 80 and I'm cruising with my lady, playing some Rafi Bagan, who baby, baby. I see my homeboys and the cruising in the ride with their ladies sitting by their side. People think we look crazy, but I think we look classy. But then again, that's only if you ask me.
Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights.
My homeboys throw in the backyard boogie, so everybody gets together to unwind, relax, and have a fun time. The DJ spinning, so I grab the mic and be like, ain't nothing like them summer nights. The party's packed with beautiful women and the gang of the homies that wanna get with them. And they'll say anything just to hit them. And it's usually a nice summer night when they did them. I don't know, it must be something in the air. Can't help but have a good time because the feeling is there. To some people, the feeling is rare. They're at the past saying, God damn, I wish I was there. To have a drink, have a token, hook up with someone fine, but the kind that looks up. Gotta keep some pisto in the cup. Party until the sun comes up, but we give up.
Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights.
Them summer nights can keep a smile on your face. Gotta try to have a good time with your life, otherwise it's just a waste. Either way, I'm gonna party just in case. Like Prince party like it was 99 and 87, 88. I couldn't ask for no better weather. I'm right next to the Pacific, to be specific. The candy paint job glows under the moonlight as I close out my summer night and say goodnight. It's time to put the top up and park it, drop it, unplug the ground, roll up the windows and lock it. Walk in the pad and fall into bed as she lays on my chest to rest her sleepy head. And we do this all night long, from dusk till dawn. But it's not quite the same when summer nights are gone. But even when they're gone, it won't be long. 8 more months and once again it's on.
Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer